Hello, Wes. I'm going to wait a bit for a few more people to join. Excuse me. Hi, Luke. I see we got a couple people in the chat now. I had to start a new link. For some reason, the one I had set to premiere, I couldn't get it to come on. I don't know if it was an issue with the time zone or what. Hi, Eric. So I'm sitting at my computer right now. Oops, trying to work my gimbal. But I'm going to be going on YouTube to try to find that original link and let people know. Which one they should be watching here. So this will start to look better here shortly, guys. Looks like we got some people joining now. I I don't have any customers in the shop right now, which isn't surprising, quite honestly. Up until 2 days ago, I planned on being closed today. My son is in fall sports, and he had a meet scheduled for today that got rescheduled. So last minute, I decided to be open for a couple hours and decided to do a live stream. So I was hoping to have some customers in the shop that I could interact with, but instead, we'll just interact with those that are viewing, and I'll answer questions and take you on a tour here shortly. So bear with me. I'm going to be dinking around on the computer here for a minute. Hopefully all those that were on the original link have redirected themselves to this live stream here. I just noticed that I have a picture of my head in the thumbnail. That's great. I don't know how that happened. That wasn't planned. It must have started recording when the camera was flipped around. Can everybody hear me okay? I don't have my microphone plugged in yet. If you all could let me know. Can you say FJB here? Hey, we're in America. Freedom of speech. You sure can. Okay, you can hear me? Great. Thank you, everybody. Like I said, I don't have my microphone plugged in, and sometimes it sounds a little tinny and not as good of audio. But if you think it's good, I won't bother plugging it in. That'll be one less thing wrapped around my head while I'm walking around with you all. So, get any customers to agree to be on camera yet, Eric? Yeah, actually quite a few. They're not here today, unfortunately. And it's funny, I've actually had a few of them come in, but they've come in at such busy times and they kind of had to quickly do their business and leave, so we didn't capture any interaction. But that's coming soon. It's not going to be a big part of my channel, but it'll just be something I do for a little bit of variety. I think there's enough on here. Gosh, we got 34 already. That's great for the short notice, everybody. Thanks for doing that. I'm going to just get my TVs set up here. I thought it'd be cool if I could have the live stream. Sorry, I'm still learning how to work my gimbal. Have the live stream on the TVs while we're walking around. I don't know if that's cool or not, but I thought it might be cool. I think I got to go in as a guest here. But if you guys want to start saying in the chat things you might want to look at and see. Oh gosh, yeah, my face is in that thumbnail. I'm gonna have to see if I can change that before I upload this once we're done. But anyway, start telling me what you want to see in the shop today. You can start asking your questions, and then I'll be answering them, hopefully in order, once I get everything organized here. I was shooting for 12:15. I think we're about 12:15 now, or getting close. When I'd scheduled the live stream, YouTube only lets you schedule times on the hour. I couldn't choose the minutes to schedule it, which was kind of frustrating. So I picked 12, but I knew I wouldn't be ready at 12 because I was still busy with customers then, and they specifically did not want to be on camera. They wanted to remain anonymous, so I had to give them time to get out of here. And yeah, so anyway, it looks like I got the live stream on the TVs. So, but let me find the chat here. And then we'll start answering your questions here. So I'm going to have all the chat visible. So let me get caught up here with chat. Hey, from Florida. Where's my shop located? I'm in Minot, North Dakota. 922 37th Avenue Southwest. There's the address on the business card there. In fact, I might as well just walk outside. There's nobody in here right now, so I'll show you what we look like from the outside. I'm located in a small office complex. It's kind of complementary businesses in my area. We got an Edward Jones financial advisor. There's my business, Minot Coin Bullion. I have the Sports Shack, which is collectible cards and memorabilia. And then we got a chiropractor and an eye doctor. But yeah, Saturdays get pretty quiet here because most of these businesses are Monday through Friday. Myself and the card shop on occasion are the only ones open on Saturdays. So, but anyway, here's I'll just back up a little. Here's my storefront. Got a big sign up there saying we buy and sell gold, silver, coins, and currency. And then we got it on the windows as well. I always keep my hours posted and up to date, usually a little over a week in advance. You can probably see me in the window there. So much for being anonymous. So anyway, this is what it looks like when you walk in. So that kind of gives you the basic outdoor to indoor tour here. Let me get caught up on the chat here. My favorite pieces. What are my favorite pieces from Just Me Jr.? Oh, well, I've always loved Morgan silver dollars, and we bought a really, really pretty good collection of Morgans. Not fully complete, but actually 2 partially complete sets. And I've been slowly going through there and upgrading my own collection with coins from those books. But those aren't here. I actually have those at home, so I can't show you those. But yeah, Morgans are definitely my favorite. Big silver bars, thousands, hundreds, and cost. Well, I tell you what, I sold my last 100-ounce bar earlier today. I was charging spot plus $1.95, so it was $24.95 for a 100-ounce bar today. Actually, it's kind of funny. In the last 2 days, I sold 26 of them, which is unheard of. But yeah, I'm currently out. And then I do have a 1,000-ounce bar that we're charging 65 cents over spot. It's actually 1,016 ounces. So it's in the $24,000 range. So it looks like I have a couple people walking in who, hi guys, I'm open, but I'm streaming live on YouTube. If you don't mind being on camera, you can come on in.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're in camera view.
We saw it.
Well, hey guys.
Fine.
How are you doing today? Good.
Good.
Anything in particular I can help you with?
What do you want
Or you just want to look around to start, and you can interrupt me if you have questions or need help. How's that?
Yeah.
Because I have people in the chat right now that I'm talking to, so.
Okay. No
And you
problem.
probably see yourself on TV, which makes it extra weird. But yeah, if you don't mind, you guys look around and I'll help you once you need it, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
You bet. So let's see here. Getting caught up on the chat. Website, no, we do not have a website that you can buy and sell from. I have a Facebook page and the YouTube channel. That's all I have at the moment. 10-ounce bars. Do you want to see variety? I do got some variety of 10-ounce bars I can show you right now. 10-ounce bars today are spot plus 2.5. I can do a bit of a break if you're going to do a big quantity. If I have to end up ordering a bunch, can do a price break here. Now with my gimbal, it's hard to focus downwards without making it go all crazy on me, so I'll do my best here. So here's a few different 10-ouncers I have on hand right now. So we got top left is Nadir Refinery, then we got a Sunshine, got a Buffalo Bar, got one from 9 Fine Mint, got a generic one with skulls in the bottom right there. Pioneer Metals is that little loaf style one, a Tal Preciosi, and then an Academy Stacker. I do have a couple other varieties on the back too, like the Unity and Liberty Bar that you're all probably familiar with. See what the next question was here. How's my supply of Constitutional? That's from Brian. Pretty good. I got quite a bit on hand. I want that 400-ounce bar. JM is selling for $980,000. I didn't know they had a 400-ounce gold bar. Wow. You know, a bar that big, I wouldn't want to ever buy something like that because, boy, wouldn't that be tough to sell? Tough to verify? Great time to give out a free coin to that young man. Your shop looks top notch. That's a great idea. I don't know that he heard.
This one too.
Do you want, yeah, well here, what I like to do for my young collectors, I have grams of silver in this little bin right here. Why don't you pick out a free gram of silver?
Oh, cool.
Pick out your favorite. There's a couple different designs in there.
What do you say?
You're welcome.
Look through some. Small, huh? There's the bell.
Hey Brandon, thanks for tuning in. I know you don't want to be where you're at, but hopefully you guys will be able to go home soon. Selected, oops, my chat disappeared here. Selected silver sire. I paid $2.15 for a 1/10 ounce gold Canadian maple leaf. Was that a good price? Yeah, that's a decent price today. That's fair. Do I have any rounds, a round spot price? No, not at the moment. I don't have any beat up and paired silver rounds that are super cheap at the moment. Your cyclonic silver is in needs of rounds to melt. I get it. Full rolls of eagles. I'm at spot +6 on eagles, so a roll's going to take cost 580. And yeah, I agree. Grams of silver are great. They're very popular. I'm fortunate to have some in inventory right now, guys.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm responding to people as they're writing comments on here. So, but what can I help you guys with?
I was looking at the Morgans and see you got 10% off.
We do.
And then I
That
was
that sale's
looking
going to
at
run all month,
Okay.
and it ran all last month too.
Yeah.
So, are there certain bins you want to look at over here, like price pointed ones, or I got trays here too, and I do have more in the back as well. So,
Okay.
there's going to be a lot to choose from.
Oh, sorry. I should have brought my books with to see which ones I'm missing. You got kind of a more rare year in here, or do you have more in the back?
Well, there's going to be some better dates, but they'll be in the more expensive bin here. They'll probably be in this $100 plus bin.
Okay.
But I was just telling the people watching that I do have some partially completed books of Morgans.
Oh.
I can go back and grab them if you, and I mean, they'll be in order. You can go look and
See.
kind of see. Do you want me to grab those? You can look through that one too, but you can go through the books. The coins in the books are for sale too.
Sure.
So I didn't plan on doing this, but I'm going to walk into the back here. Whoa, uh-oh. My camera just went crazy. I don't know what happened there. For those of you who don't know, I'm an owner-operator of Burger King's too, and this is one of our old signs. I got it hanging in the back here. Okay, I grabbed the two books here.
Okay.
And like I said, these are going to be not fully complete. I actually sold 4 of the Carson Cities out of it earlier today.
Oh.
And I just realized these are labeled book 2. These are the lesser quality ones. There's a book 1 also of each that I'll go grab. I thought I grabbed book 1, I'm sorry. Okay, so here's book 1s. You can look through those too. And if you need pricing on anything, so as part of the sale, I mean, anything in these books I'll sell to you at gray sheet pricing. That's dealer to dealer wholesale pricing.
Oh, okay.
Because typically that's our basis for how we set the price.
Mm-hmm.
And retail is usually 10 to 20% above gray sheet. So for anything that's not priced, I'll just sell it to you at gray sheet wholesale if you're interested. So if you need prices on anything, just holler. I'll let you look through those.
Sounds good.
I gotta go back here. I'm catching up on chat now, guys. Free shipping. Yeah, I do offer free shipping if you spend $1,000 or more. Under 1,000, you're gonna pay anywhere from $5 to $15, depending on what it is and how I need to ship it. Cyclonic silver, definitely beautiful looking shop. Thank you, I appreciate that. Donnie says, my local coin shop says the older Engelhard bars, even though they say 3 9s, test more like sterling. We could test that out on camera today, maybe. I got some older Engelhard bars and a tester. I hadn't heard that before. What's your grail coin, the one you want to get in your stack that you hope you one day get? Probably the 1895 proof Morgan silver dollar, but I'll probably never own one just for the sheer fact that there's so many other things I'd rather spend 50 grand on than one Morgan. So that collection will probably never be complete. Burgers and bullion, nice. Yeah, that's the way to go. And actually, to our customers as they walk out of the shop, their stuff goes in Burger King bags, so it serves three purposes. It's discreet for the customers, and it's free advertising for me. I guess that's only two, but it serves its purpose. Yeah, but it's very discreet. Do I take U.S. Postal Service money orders? I do, Eric. I've taken them before. My Grail coin is a flowing hair $50. Yeah, that would be a great one to own, Cyclonic. I've never owned one of those. That would be a fun one for sure. So for those of you that are in the chat, let me know what you guys want to see. If there's anything you want me to focus on, wonder if I have it. Yeah, I can go through my cases and pull stuff out and show you all things that you want to see. Do fries come with that? Well, no, those won't ship very well. Would love to see you test those bars. Well, why don't we do that? Let me find an older Engelhard. No, I don't know how old your dealer was talking about, but I happen to have this one right here with the big E. So I'm going to grab my testing equipment. And I'll do this one-handed as best I can here. So, without having my camera go crazy on me again, because if I tilt it too much, it starts to try to center itself. So, I'm going to have this kind of at an angle. But this is a Precious Metal Verifier Pro. Comes in like a little hard plastic suitcase here. But what it'll do, it'll test known purities of coin or bars. What it can't do, I can't have a random slab of metal and stick it on here and have it tell me what it is. It doesn't do that. It looks like the last test, and this is going to end up being a little crooked, guys, sorry, because this damn gimbal, it keeps wanting to readjust. But I got to switch the metal. We're going to go to silver. We're going to test for and then we are going to change the weight to 10 ounces. You can also do weight, turn the weight mode off. You can do weight in grams. You can enter your own weight. So, whoops, I did grams, hold on. So we're gonna do 10 ounce Troy. We're testing for pure silver. So what we gotta do with this bar here, we have to put it under this large target. And now that's not the ideal readings, but the through reading, which is the bottom reading, is in the green. There's nothing to worry about. The surface reading came off in the cautionary in the yellow, and if I move it around, it'll probably see how it jumps. I'm moving the bar right now under the sensor. But because that's in yellow, there's a second test that you do. So I press measure. I tell the machine if I'm testing something that's round or rectangular. It's definitely rectangular. And now I got a light that just lit up here. So this tells me to put one end of my bar right there. The other end should hit that black line ideally and fit within this footprint based on the properties it took when it scanned it. But if it falls anywhere in this green, it's a good bar. So, yeah, this is interesting. So as you can see, it does overhang a hair off of that. Huh, that is interesting. I'm going to try this again and recalibrate and just see. And if I get the same reading, we'll test it as sterling and see how it reads. It's very possible those older bars weren't quite made with the same purity. Probably not intentionally, but... Okay, so same test, essentially the same results there. So we're going to measure it. Rectangular. Looks like I got the same footprint that popped up again based on the properties it took. But yeah, it does overhang the footprint just a little bit. So that's interesting. So why don't we go to sterling. Okay, now we're testing for sterling. And on my machine, it tests in the red, which means this bar is not sterling. So much for that idea. We could do it at 96%. Nope. 90%. Nope. So this is definitely a pure silver bar, but that surface reading, I wonder if I flip it over and try, gets to be just a hair off. It's just outside of that range we want to see it. So now why don't we measure based on that reading here? Yep, it still overhangs just a hair. So that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that about Engelhard. What that tells me is, gosh, maybe it's 0.985 pure or something. But yeah, this machine is agreeing with kind of what you said, where it doesn't quite test exactly 999. What's the story on your new derivative art piece hanging on the wall, asks Brandon. Well, let me showcase it. First of all, I got these art pieces. These are actually prints of hand-drawn with colored pencil drawings that Robert Julian, someone in my wholesale dealer group, created. These are hand-drawn. It's kind of crazy. But this was a gift from a customer, Brandon. A very gracious family who I have known for several years and become quite close with. They were at a hotel stay in Philadelphia, and this particular art was in their room, and thought it would look perfect in the coin shop. So rather than tear it off their wall from their room, they found a print in a gift shop and brought it back to Minot and had it framed and gifted it to us here at the shop, and we immediately hung it up. But that's a really cool piece. And thank you to the Doctor family. Did you find anything in those books you were looking for? Or hard to know if you don't have your list, I suppose.
I need my list, I think.
Yeah, okay.
To be able to really pick anything.
Well, is there anything else I can pull out for you?
He likes the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, yeah, let me pull that tray out for you. Okay, well, there's 4 different ones. So let me get this pulled up here. Can you see those okay? But yeah, they're kind of out of order. They're out of sorts a little, but yeah, there's 4 different Pirates of the Caribbean there. I'm just filming your hands.
Which one?
So, but yeah, you can pick out your favorite. Those are going to be $31 each today.
Okay.
The Pirates. Were you done with the books? I can grab them if you think you're done, or I can leave them too if you think you're still going to look.
I'm done.
Okay.
So I think I'll just look at some silver rounds.
Sure. Don't need a list for that, right?
Nope. Nope.
So how's your Morgan collection coming along?
Pretty good. Slowly but surely. Just
Yeah.
started out, but I do like Morgans.
Yeah, that's always been my love since I was little. Of course, when I was little, I couldn't afford to buy Morgans, so I didn't really start collecting them till I became an adult and had my own money, I guess. But
I'm just gonna come buy a Morgan. Very easy.
Yeah, but it's a great collection to collect, and it's a popular one too. And the nice thing, well, it's nice and it's not nice. A lot of people are chasing the same thing, but it's also nice that you have other people that are interested in the same type of collection.
Yeah.
And then it makes it maybe easier to sell or trade because there's so many people that collect them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you
Keeps
collected,
the value up.
right, if you collected something obscure like 8 escudo coins from, Spain from the 1600s, you'd have a lot harder time, trading and interacting with people that wanted to fill holes in their collection. But
Yeah.
so what can I pull out for bullion for you?
Tayson, come and check out some rounds over here.
Silver rounds? Okay. So here, why don't I bring them down here so you can see them easier? And I'll even give you a tray if you want to dump them out. Move some of this stuff here. So if you want, you can pour them out on that tray and then dig through them if it makes it easier for you. Whoop.
Oh, you like this one, right?
sorry guys, my camera went crazy again. It does that every now and then. Okay, I'm scrolling back on the comments now, guys, to get caught up here. What's the best selling coin? Huh, well, it depends on what you mean by coin. If you actually mean a not bullion. Oh, well, honestly, in terms of quantity, probably the wheat penny. Every wheat penny I get in the store, I sell. I've sold tens of thousands in the past month and a half. And I currently have 0. They go in the bin right here. You see, there's none. But the minute I get some in, actually there's several guys that kind of fight after them. As soon as I get them, they're gone. So I don't know if that's the answer you were hoping for, because that's kind of boring, a wheat cent, but that is technically the most popular. Let's see here. Hello, everyone from England. Hi, Dave Richardson. Viewers from all over. Jet Black asked, how much is something like that? I know you asked that a few minutes ago, so I'm not sure what you were asking about. If you can specify, I'll answer it once I get to it here. Cyclonic Silver enjoyed the video with Silver Seeker and I. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've been real fortunate. We've probably had, gosh, I don't even know, 8 to 10, maybe even more interviews with him now over the last 6 or so months. So we've been blessed that he's been so generous with his time to call us and talk to us. Brandon just thought of a new Coppers and Whoppers fireside chat. I like that. Shell likes peace dollars. Me too. Good to see kids enjoying coins. I completely agree. Do I buy Mexican gold coins for spot? Well, it's going to depend on what they are. The 50 peso Mexican gold coins, yeah, I'd probably actually buy those at back of spot. I usually pay about 98% on those. But if you have gold Libertads, I tend to pay more. There's not a real big demand for Mexican gold, but I do buy it. And certain things I would pay below spot, certain above, and certain at, I guess. It really depends on what it is. What's the best way to learn how to invest in silver? Is there a book for dummies? No, not really. I mean, if you need the convincing on why you should maybe start investing in gold and silver, this is a must-read. Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver by Mike Maloney. I've read this book half a dozen times. There's actually free copies online. But this has been updated since this version. There's been some additional chapters. So yeah, this explains it in a nutshell, why it's so important to invest in real money, which is gold and silver. As far as what to buy, there's no right or wrong answer. It's really going to depend on what type of stacker you are. I did a video on stacker types. There's 4 different types of stackers. But after I upload this video, I'll put a link to that so you can watch that video. And that'll kind of give you an idea based on your goals where you would fit in. And based on where you fit in with the type of stacker you are, that will give you an idea on why or on what you should buy. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, I'll try to remember to link that. I bought bags of 5,000 wheat cents. They're fun to go through. Yeah, and a lot of people enjoy that, Cyclonic. I haven't, I don't have the time nor the patience to sort through them, so I buy them unsearched, I sell them unsearched. Hello, everybody. So what pirate coin did he select? Did you pick out a pirate coin over here? Yep. The fans are wondering, do you want to hold it up and show the camera? Yeah, I'll get you in focus. Yeah, that's a good looking one. So do you like those movies? Yeah, I do too.
I don't know if you've seen them yet. You're probably too young.
They're on TV occasionally, yeah, so the edited versions, and he's probably seen parts. Yeah, well, you picked a nice one. Nice job.
Thanks. You ready to buy some?
You guys all ready? Okay, I can get you written up here.
Okay. We have 6 coins.
Okay. So we had the...
I don't know about this. What do you want this?
That can be a gift too.
Okay. Thanks.
Can't pass up free.
Yeah.
You bet.
I'll take that. 1,000.
Yeah, no, I know you know, but that's just, you couldn't spend that as $1,000. It's not a real $1,000 bill, but
Yeah.
it's made to look like one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pour these out and we'll see what you got here. All right, so you have a good eye. I put this in there today. Usually these are at today's price about $31. This is a prospector silver round, but this one looked kind of scruffy, so I put it in with the other rounds, and you found it. That's a good buy.
Yeah. Good
So we
job.
got 5. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silver rounds. We got. Oh, that's neat. That's an old Canadian large cent. Then you got a Hockey Boosters poker chip. Do you play hockey?
Say
Do you?
yes.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know we had a star athlete in the shop, but yeah, I'll get these written up for you.
Yep.
And then that gram of silver was your gift. So,
Awesome.
so we got 5 1-ounce silver rounds. Those are $25.50 each today, which is spot plus $2.50.
Okay. Pretty good spot. Or pretty good premium.
Premium, yeah, the premiums are low right now. It's a good time to pick up stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that poker chip too. So
Oh.
I wrote up your Canadian
Thanks.
large cents, your silver rounds, and your pirate coin. Whoops. And then 31, and you got 159.50.
Okay.
So it's a 9th today. I don't know where the summer has gone, but
I know.
quicker all the time.
Beautiful weather lately, though.
Yeah, we've been lucky. If you can do me a favor, I usually need 2 hands to tear that copy off.
Okay.
I only got one right now. Can you tear off your copy there?
Sure,
Out
sure.
of 160, I owe you 50 cents. There's the 50 cents, and
Thank
I'll
you.
get you a Burger King bag here so you can take your stuff home. Thanks for doing that.
Yep. No
Well,
problem.
thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
This is live on YouTube right now, but it will upload later today. So if you want to see yourself on TV, you'll have to pull it up later today.
Maybe we can watch that later today.
Once the live stream's done, it has to process, and it can take an hour or so to upload sometimes. But later today, it'll be up. So,
Okay.
but thanks for coming in and agreeing to be on. It's fun to see interactions. Do you want a sleeve for your dollar?
Sure.
I got like a little firm
Yep. A little protection for it. Yep.
firm sleeve. You can keep that looking nice that way.
Awesome. Great deal. Well, we'll probably be watching later.
Sounds good, guys. Appreciate you coming in.
Okay.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah.
All right.
We were trying to just get here like as
When you were in the parking lot.
we can.
Oh yeah. Oh, you saw me filming at the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you made it. You made it on camera, so I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You bet. Have a good one. Take care.
See ya.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. So, okay, so we'll get caught up on the chat here. Hello from North Carolina. Hello. Silver tester, how much is it? Boy, I've owned it for 5 years. I think I spent $1,500. There's different versions of it. There's a cheaper version. I have the pro version, but I don't have all the attachments for that precious metal verifier that I showed earlier. There's like a bridge attachment where you can test thicker bars. There's little pinpoint attachments where you can test really small coins. So you can spend anywhere from probably $1,000 to well over $2,000, depending on which one you buy and what options you go with. But I will tell you, they are very tough to source. Supply is very limited on those machines right now. I think the global COVID shutdown had a lot to do with that. So I'm going through chat here again. Can we email you for some of the Morgans we need? You can, Big Apple Stacker, but I'll tell you, I suck at checking my email. I have 4 email accounts actually 6, between my Burger Kings, my personal life, my coin club, and my coin business. And I only check a couple of them frequently. If you email the Minot Coin at minot.com, I might not check that for a week. Sometimes it's 2 weeks that go by and I remember, crap, I better check my email. So if there's something you have a want list, it's always best you can Facebook Messenger through my Facebook page, or you can text me. And that number I already showed on the card here. Text me your list. Tell me who you are and what you want. But yeah, I'm the first number on there, 701-833-7979. That's a good way to go is text. That'll get you the most prompt response. For those of you who are maybe on here right now, if you've ever emailed me and I didn't respond, it wasn't on purpose. I apologize. But just the other day, I did get caught up on some emails. So hopefully if you were waiting on a response, you got one. Troy asks, is it better to buy silver rounds or silver eagles? Well, that's a tough question to answer. Me personally, at current prices, honestly, I'm buying both. Here's some silver rounds that young man just went through. He picked out 5. I think it's awesome when young people are buying silver. But anyway, silver eagle premiums too, which I guess I have eagles down here. Silver eagle premiums have come down. So, you know, it makes them a little more affordable. I was down to $575, but premiums bumped up again. So now I'm at spot plus 6. But based on where eagles have been price-wise and premium-wise over the last couple of years, it's a good time to buy them now. So I don't think you can go wrong buying either one. It really depends on your stacking goals, as I alluded to earlier. If you're truly looking to maximize the number of ounces that you can buy for the dollars you spend, buy rounds. That's going to be your best bang for your buck versus eagles. But if you want something that's more recognizable, potentially more barterable down the line, sprinkle in some eagles too. And the thing about it is, you know, right now there's at least in my shop, there's a $3.50 spread between buying a silver round and a silver eagle. Rounds are spot plus 250, eagles are spot plus 6. The buyback is very similar too, as far as the spread. So you're going to get more if you sell back an eagle now. So what I always tell people, would you rather, you know, pay less and get more today, get more silver today, but on the sell back, get less money? Or would you rather pay a little more today to get a little more on the buyback tomorrow? So that's just a question you got to answer for yourself. But there is a lot of volatility in the spreads between silver eagles and silver rounds. So keep an eye on that. It's not always going to be, you know, $3.50 like it is today. If you go back 6 months, the spread was over $10 between the two. And it's been much less as well. Minot Coin Bullion, when did you establish your business? 2014. So we're almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years in March of this next year. Wes, you like our prices? Well, that's great. You should move to Minot. Where are you, Wes? Maybe you said already, but prices are higher in your area, it sounds like. Smash the likes. Thanks, Jerry Parker. We got 40 now. We're getting up there. Ooh, Sigma Pro Mini is around 1,500 now. Prices are higher on those than I thought then. Little Stacker looked happy. Yes, he sure did. I do have a customer coming in now. He actually called. We'll make sure he wants to be on camera. Looks like he has his hands full. I'm going to get the door for him. Hey, I'm live streaming right now. Are you okay with that?
I am absolutely.
Okay. And it's up on the TVs too. Before I forget, James, I'm going to grab your monster box. Or your maple box.
Sure.
Where are they playing? Here you go. You're welcome. You did? What did you bring?
Coin capsules, some tubes.
What the heck? Well, that's nice of you.
Oh, I figure if I need some, I can always just come.
You can. Oh, so I'm the storage guy for you.
No, you can use them when you need them, just like this.
Yeah, boy, I had to pull some strings. Found one, and then the first guy I asked found one also, so I got another one coming. So he said, well, I'll ship it to you, but we got to fill it up first. I said, well, of course, yeah, fill it up with silver for me. So.
Well, that's my little tea.
So
I got some 5-ounces here.
All right.
Twos.
Well, that's nice of you.
1-ounce rounds here.
Thanks for bringing that stuff.
Hundreds of them.
Definitely can use it. Thank you. So what can I help you with today? You were looking for
bucket.
the impaireds? right. Where is it? That's rounds. Oh, I poured them out over here. These are, for those of you watching, these are impaired silver rounds. We got 85 people watching us right now.
Oh boy. These are my faves right here.
Yeah, so, yeah, the nice thing about these, you can touch them and play with them. They've already been handled, so you don't have to worry about fingerprints. Somebody's already did the first mistake and beat them up already, so it becomes a nice, fun silver that you can handle and touch at a cheaper price, and all these are government issued. I do have a bunch of maples, James.
Well, I'm gonna need a few of those.
Okay, I'll go back and grab maples. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that. Every now and then I'll walk back here and the camera turns upside down.
Did you notice this was in here? You know what that is?
Yeah, it's
That's
the John Wick.
A colonial from John Wick.
Yeah, that's actually not a sovereign, but I did put it in there.
Well,
Was it?
I'll need to pick
I
it
forget
up.
what mint made that, but it was in cahoots with the production company from that movie. But yeah, these are all impaired maples here, and I do have a few more in the back too. But
Neighbors are about to score.
we're listening to the Minot State football game. If you're wondering what that sound is in the background there. Impaired are spot plus 350. I'm gonna get caught up on questions for you guys. I'm paging back here.
4th and goal.
See you later, Cyclonic Silver. Thanks for tuning in.
So Josh, I need some 23
Eagles?
Eagles to celebrate this hunting trip.
Well, I got them right here. How many you want?
Probably 6.
Well, I almost guessed right. Are you going with a big group?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, these are
I'll probably
23s.
I'll go a little cheap on the guides. I'll get them since they're Canadian. I'll get them a couple of these impaired.
Yeah, and like I said, there's maples in here. If you want to go that route.
Are these impaired too?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, all of those. There's more too.
Oh, look at that, the 2023 even.
This last group of impaireds that I got from my wholesaler, I didn't even do a video on this one. Actually got some interesting things, but it was pretty heavily weighted in maple leaves, which, sell well, but it's always nice to get some variety.
I'm not quite sure what happened there. Must have called a timeout.
Yeah.
No, we kicked the field goal. 21-3.
Hey, we scored.
All right, look at there. I got it. There are 2 2023s. Perfect. I might need something myself.
Yeah, well, I'll let you pick out here. I'll sell you the impaired at the price we always do.
Perfect.
Whoops.
Slow today, or did everybody run? Get scared of the camera?
Yeah, basically. Well, I said I was going to only be open till noon, and that I had a lot of people here, and they're like, "Oh, well, I don't want to be on camera," so they kind of rushed and got out of here. So, but I did have a young man and his dad come in, and they both came because they wanted to be on the stream.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that was
how about
nice.
that?
So we got to do a little talking there. While you're looking, James, I'm going to respond to the live chat here.
Absolutely.
Is that a Liberty safe, Captain Stacks? Actually, yes, it is. I'm just as pissed as the rest of the country about that whole debacle. But
call 'em?
I haven't called Liberty to bitch yet. But
So you can delete your. You can now get online and get yours deleted.
oh, is that
So
right?
yes. So then there will not be any record except for yours.
Well,
So
hell,
they did respond.
I'll be doing that Monday morning.
All right.
Yeah, I have a few Liberty safes. I'm not going to lie. So that's high on my list.
To make them cut it open if they want to.
Yeah, F them, right?
All right.
Scrooge McStack asks, is it worth stacking limited mintage government bullion like Libertads? My thought is if you buy a tube of 1 ounce libs every year, they could become collector pieces in 10 to 20 years. Well, yeah, I absolutely think it is. And in fact, I have a lot of people that will buy the lower mintage silver, hold on to it for a bit, and then turn it back in and double up on their ounces.
Huh.
What an interesting strategy, huh? So, but yeah, Libertads or Libertads, depending on how you say it, that's one that definitely you can do that with. There's opportunity because the price of those just continue to go up. Demand is higher than ever. I've had so many questions about 2023, which aren't out yet. I do have 2 different pre-orders in for more, or in for some, but those aren't going to release till the end of the month. So, but yeah, I think certain limited mintage pieces are worth stacking. Just kind of understand the market and where it's at and where demand is. On the other hand, there's certain limited mintage pieces, like here, I'll grab one out of my case down here, which I'm not too excited about. I thought they would be cool to have, but the prices never really took off on these. What we got here is a Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees 1 ounce silver piece. Here's the box for it. I'm asking 95 bucks. Only 2,000 of these exist. And it's just $95. And that's been the price for a year. I think I had 5 of these and I have a couple left. I don't know what eBay prices are now. Maybe somebody wants to look while we're chatting, but last I looked, they were a little over 100 or 115. This is from Rick and Morty. Same type of thing, limited mintage, limited to 3,000. Still 95 bucks. That's original issue price that I'm selling them for. These particular pieces, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss if you can gain on a piece like that. But I would stick more towards, you know, stuff that's in higher demand, like government issued bullion that might be limited mintage, like the Libertads. Well, you finding some good ones, James?
Yeah, more than I'd like.
More than you'd planned?
More than I planned.
Yeah, well, that sounds about par for the course, I guess.
Not more than I'd like, because I'd like all of these.
Yeah, I hear you.
I've always wanted a Continental, though. That's cool. Found 3 of them.
Cyclonic Silver just commented, Intaglio Mint made the Wick rounds,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, I know it was in partnership with Highland, I think it was, Entertainment or something like that. Whoever the production company behind the John Wick movies are. Do we still have some John Wick coins? Well, I do, but they might be all gone now.
There were 3.
There were 3, but they're sold now. Liberty safes are not safe. Yeah, well, Donnie, it sounds like they might not be anymore. Captain Stacks bought one 3 days before all the drama happened. That sucks. You know, my local safe and lock guy, who's great. Anybody in North Dakota, look up Shocks Safe and Lock if you ever need help with safes or locks or anything like that. But he stocks Liberty, and that's what I buy. But I'm definitely not going to penalize him because of the stupid thing the corporation did. It's kind of like I'm real good friends with the Budweiser distribution guy here in Minot, and after this whole Bud Light fiasco, I felt awful for him. You know, having to deal with a huge drop in sales because of a stupid decision on the corporate end. And that stuff can happen, folks. I mean, I'm not immune to it either, being in Burger King. Who knows when the next exec at Burger King makes a stupid decision and does a polarizing ad campaign or something that would affect me on a personal level. So it's kind of scary. But yeah, so don't punish the resellers of Liberty. Punish the company and go after them and tell them how upset we are for what they did. But the problem is they can't take it back. Type 1 Silver Eagles are selling here in England between 50 and 60. What does that work out in dollars? Oh boy, good question. I don't know. Is the euro? The euro is close to 1 to 1, I believe. So,
That's a pound.
or oh, okay, so that is a pound then. 50 to 60. Well, then I don't know.
I don't know what the ratio is right now.
Yeah, I can't look while I'm live streaming on my phone, guys. But Coinbox Gold and Silver just closed their shop, and they feel like they're still there as they're watching here. Yeah. Well, somebody did the math for us. That's $53.57 US is 50 euro.
Buck and a quarter.
So that's expensive for eagles, but I think in England you have to pay tax on that stuff, don't you? Isn't there a value-added tax? James Mike's coming. Were you expecting him to? Or is it coincidence? Mike, I'm live streaming on... Mike, I'm on YouTube live streaming right now. Are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
I can do my best to keep you out of the view if you'd prefer. Okay. We're just about ready to wrap it up live streaming, so. But had to go to eBay and get a green bin. Yankee just did a video. All big safe manufacturers all do the same thing. They have a master code.
How many are going?
It's just not Liberty. Boy, yeah, that's kind of scary, guys.
Gift with me. That'd be all
Just
right.
kind of scary. Yeah, freedom isn't always, or privacy isn't always a guarantee, that's for sure. But we're going to get ready to wrap up here, I think, guys. If there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. I can showcase it, drop it down in the chat. We'll stick on for about another 5 minutes. I don't want to bore you and keep you all too long. But while I'm waiting for ideas or questions to pop up, Troy asked, do I sell my coins online? I don't have a website, if that's what you're getting at. I do sell and ship to the states that don't require me to charge sales tax. But I do not have an online place where you can buy them. You'll have to contact me and work all that out. The gentleman that was in here earlier was asking about the silver dollar sale, but he forgot his list, so he passed on silver dollars today. But we have a whole bunch of silver dollars that we're showcasing at a discount. What's left in our cull silver bin, asks Mark H. Well, if you mean impaired sovereigns, it's going to be mostly maple leafs. Okay. My camera's going crazy again. What's going on here? There we go. It's going to be mostly maple leafs. It's going to be Philharmonics. There's some Marlins from the Cayman Islands, maybe some Britannias, but that's the gist of what's left in that bin. Prices, well, let me focus in on this right now. Here's my prices today. I post this price when I'm open on Saturdays because the market isn't moving. 19.5 on dimes and quarters, 20.5 on halves. So that's today's pricing, which is about four and change over spot for dimes and quarters, and then halves are 1 time more because my cost typically is 1 time more on halves. There was a correction. It sounds like 50 pounds is actually 62 US dollars. So yeah, that's double the price of what you can buy an eagle for in the United States right now. But yeah, thanks for doing that math.
You were flying.
So, but yeah, I think with that, guys, we'll probably wrap this up. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. It was kind of a different thing where I allowed customers to come in. I think once I have an advertised day where I know I'm going to be here, it's going to be much busier and there'll probably be much more customer interaction going on. So, but yeah, it's kind of neat just to see what goes on in the coin shop. Granted, it wasn't very busy for this stream, but I think it was fun. But yeah, thank you all. If you haven't already, smash those like buttons like Jerry Parker's been saying this whole time. Thanks, Jerry. And we appreciate all your support. I do plan on getting that next educational video up real soon. That's going to be my education on the U.S. trade dollar. That's the next one I'm doing. That won the vote that I put out last time. And then followed by that, I think I'm going to do a counterfeit detection one where I show how to detect counterfeits, showcase some counterfeits, just to give you a sneak peek. This is just in one little bucket I have up here. But this whole bin right here is counterfeits. So I'm going to do a whole video on that and how you can see the differences. I mean, here's a fake 3-legged buffalo. Here's a fake U.S. trade dollar that actually came back from NGC. A customer donated this. Fake silver bars. You know, fake foreign silver, fake Morgans, fake peace dollars, all sorts of fakes in here, fake Chinese coins. So, but yeah, we'll showcase that in a video too. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate everyone's support. If you haven't already, be sure to like, this video, this live stream, and this will upload. So if you missed most of it, you'll be able to watch the rest of it a little bit later today. And then, as always, appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Buy from Josh. He's the most honest dealer out there.
I appreciate that.
No, that's the shop.
I assure you, he is not a paid spokesman. He's paid in good deals, though. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. You all take care. Bye now.